Good morning and welcome back to another spill with knits and stitches. Today I'm going to kind of show you my yarn organization. There are a few things that I'm still working on currently today, getting put away in that, but we're going to kind of go over a little bit of organization on ways to organize your yarn. So stay tuned. Okay, so there are many different ways of organizing yarn, keeping it dust-free and clean. And I'm going to kind of go over to a few ways today that I organize my yarn. Now, before I show you the yarn stash that I do have, I do need to let you all know that I am part of a couple of different groups, and we take donations from other people that send us yarns and stuff for our group, because we knit a lot of like newborn baby hats, hats for elderly, lap blankets for the elderly, and the homeless shelters in our areas. There's about 10 of us in a group, and we all work together to kind of knit as much as we can as far as hats, scarves, lap blankets, things like that, that we think that the elderly, not only the elderly in the nursing home, but people in shelters, you know, that are just down on their luck and need help, and also the newborn babies in the nursery. We have one lady that does a bunch of baby hats for the hospitals in her area. Now, we are not all from the same area. There's about 3 of us that live in other states and that also are a part of our group online, and we end up sending each other yarns, things like that, to kind of help get these things made so that we can give them to people in need. So let's go ahead this morning and go over a yarn stash and the way that that I do my yarn stash, and maybe kind of help give you all a little bit of an idea of different ways that you can as well. Okay, so I'm going to kind of show you around this room. This room is like a office slash craft room, because we do run a business out of our home. Also, if you've watched my previous video, my introduction video kind of tells you a little bit about us and what we do. So this is my office here, kind of show you around. We kind of got, so I got my desk here. It's a little cluttery. I'm in the process of doing videos and kind of getting an organization going on here. Kind of did a butterfly theme around the room here, kind of going on. This wall here, this is my crafting area. Kind of got, you know, I got a coffee pot in here, got my little microwave, and a little small refrigerator. So when we have a lady or two over and they're crafting in here with me, you know, we have coffee, things like that. This is kind of my she shed, is what my husband calls it. So got all my looms, as I showed you in the last video, got all my looms hanging on the wall there. I'm still trying to get some hung up, kind of get them organized. I was putting them in a tote or a bottom drawer of a dresser that we had that I had fixed up, but kind of figured out a better way to keep them stored. So those of you that I noticed in the group that was asking how all of us store our looms, well, this is kind of how I store mine, is I hang them on the wall. Now, I'll go a little closer here. These hooks are actually on Amazon, and I can try to put that in the description below, kind of let you know. And all I did is just put 2 little small screws in there, because these looms are not that heavy, so it's not going to damage the wall. And they hold quite a few, as you see. These are smaller looms, so I just have a few on those, but this is a little bit longer one here. And right now I have 2, 3, 4, there's 6 looms on that one hook. And then this one's a little bit longer, so I have a couple more extra ones on that one. Sorry for the clutter on the table, but this is my craft table. Kind of do all of my crafts on the table here, my yarn winder. I have 2 totes down here. This is more of my bigger balls of yarn from Hobby Lobby. I have 2 of the totes on the floor down there. And then I have the little tote here. There's 4 drawers. This is kind of for my smaller rolls of yarn here, like that I got from Hobby and Premier. And I put them, if they don't come wrapped in plastic. I put them in Ziploc bags to keep them clean and dust free. So I've got 4 drawers there with some. Again, some of this yarn has been donated to us and some of it I have bought myself. This here is actually a shoe rack that I found on Amazon. I believe it was around $30 or $33. It has 10 of these shelves. It is a little bit of work to kind of put it together, but once it's together, it works really great. So there's 10 shelves here all the way down. Kind of show you. So I kind of got it organized like this is my big twist yarn here from Joann's. I've got 2 shelves of those with different colors. I've got some yarn that was given to us. This is from yarn from Michael's. We got the Ogo yarn. We've got a whole shelf going on there. Premier yarn. We've got this shelf here. We got some of the Premier yarn and the Red Heart down there. Down on the bottom, I kind of have some extra Bloom yarn by Premier down there. Kind of got that up going. And I have another one here. This one, as I stated, I'm still in the process of getting everything organized, but I have like my extra Premier Bloom yarn here. This is kind of neat. I actually got these yesterday. I ordered them from Premier, the anti-piling, because I am in a crochet club and they send this type of yarn to me, and I just fell in love with it because it is so soft, especially when you wash it. It just seems like it makes it a lot softer. Another one that I did get yesterday is I got this from Hirschner's, I guess is what it's called. I got a little bit of this yarn here. This one is a size 2. It's the fine, as I was showing you in the last video of all my fine gauge looms. This is kind of what I use, and it is very soft yarn as well. So you guys can check out Hirschner's. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. They are online and they have some really nice yarn and really good prices on some of it. We also have a lot of the Color Fusion here from Premier. I ordered a package of that. This is more of a chunky for my bigger yarn, wider gauge looms. I kind of want to try out these colors. I seen a lady in my group had made a hat by one of these and it was absolutely gorgeous. We also have some more Premiers kind of going on down there. The last 3 shelves on the bottom here, kind of get a little closer. These are the Bernat baby blanket yarns. This is what we kind of use to make some of our baby blankets and that, to go with the nursery hats that we make. And then, of course, I have like my extra little leftover pieces of yarn I kind of put in Ziploc bags. I have a couple here that's airtighted to keep them clean and dust free. Now I try to wrap my yarn the best I can in plastic or saran wrap, something to keep them clean, dust free, for my next project. This here is actually kind of neat too. Hopefully I can get it out to kind of show you. Okay, everything's gonna fall on me here. So I got these from Hirschner's also. Hopefully you guys can see it. This is like a little crocheted mat with a dog paw on it. So I thought that was kind of cute to make for my little doggie to have her little bowl and her water and stuff on, to kind of keep the floor a little cleaner. And then back there, as you guys can see, sorry, it's kind of crammed, a little, there's a crocheted blanket back there in purple. As you can tell, it's all over my office / classroom, is my favorite color. And I seen that Afghan. I thought, wow, that is gorgeous. I got to try to make that. That would be beautiful. And of course that comes with the soft yarn, and it comes with, I believe, a needle and everything in there for the project. So guys, that just kind of gives you a little bit of idea about me, my craft room, and how I keep my yarn organized. And as I stated, like the 2 big totes on the floor that have the Hobby Lobby, the Hobby yarn. If any of you have ever bought Hobby yarn, you'll kind of know there's the mega balls. I like buying the mega balls because they're really big and there's so much yarn in there. You can make several different products from it. A lot of you think, I had seen some comments on previous talks I did about their yarn that it's a little pricey. But you have to realize when you go to like Joann's or Michael's and you buy a roll of, let's say, Red Heart yarn, you're paying $3.99 to $5.99 a roll. You get a roll of hobby yarn. It's regularly, I believe, usually like $12.70 a roll. The more you buy, the less the price goes down. But they do have specials and clearances on them quite frequently. They just recently had it where it was like $9.70 a roll. So I definitely stocked up on that because that's another one of my favorite yarns. For one, it is soft to work with for like baby skin and make baby hats. It's great for the blankets because it gives you enough yarn that you don't have to have several skeins of it just to create a simple lap blanket. I'll kind of pull one out for you guys that are not familiar with the Hobby Mega Ball yarn. So I'll pull one out and kind of show you. So as you can see here, this is a Mega Ball yarn. This is white. There is several colors to choose from, and I have at least one of every color in this yarn. This is a 3-weight yarn, and it is 100% acrylic if you like working with acrylic. This is 3-weight. I can actually work with this yarn on my fine gauge loom, the 1/4 inch cottage loom that I showed you, and it works wonderful on there. But definitely go check out Hobby Yarn. They're really nice. I actually really like Premier Yarn. Premier Yarn is really good also. Those of you that aren't familiar with Premier Yarn, they do have weekly deals on their website also, so definitely check them out. And I'll put the links down below if I can find them. I'll put the links down below and you guys can just click on them and check out Hobby Yarn and Premier. So guys, I appreciate you all for stopping by today and listening to me going through everything and showing you how I organize. If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. It really helps us out on our channel, and we'll catch you next time. Have a great day.